Do you get undertone like this when you play in the high register? Even when you tongue? I'm going to show you how to fix that. I'm Dr. David Ashton. I teach clarinet at the University of Louisiana Lafayette, and that is very fixable. Let me help you. There are a few things you really need. First of all, let's set aside the tonguing and focus on the tongue position. Okay? You have to have a perfect functional tone, and then you tongue then you learn to articulate with the tongue in that position. So first we get the tone position, tone before tongue. So the tone position for clarinet is forward, high, hiss kind of position. Like if you're pretending to be a cat, right? You want the tongue to be kind of creating this compressed chamber of air in the front of your mouth. And then that alone will make a big difference. If you're doing that properly and there's still a problem, then it's because you don't have the right amount of support in the right place. You probably need to put your clarinet reed a little deeper into your mouth and make sure you're not stifling the tip. So that can mean kind of a forward jaw. It can mean a change of angle. But either way, you're trying to get this reed to be a little more free, right? So if you have the right amount of pressure in the right spot, kind of a little forward, and you're making a free tip, and your tongue is saying he, with no tongue at all, it's doing a quiet, slow, gradual hiss. You should be able to come out of nowhere, niente, into that high C. And same thing on a high E flat. Any of those notes will just come out of nowhere. And you play the rest of the clarinet pretty much like that, with few exceptions. Right? So once we have that tone working, then you learn to articulate in that space. If you're still struggling, try this process. To get that tone to work, try saying he with just touching your lower lip. He, and then see if you can say he with your mouth still open but your teeth on top. He, you have to gradually retrain yourself, because chances are as soon as you put it in your mouth and try to say he, you're going to go back to your old tongue position. So gradually get there. He, and then when you close, try not having enough air to even make a sound, but just see if you can say he and go he with it in your mouth. And then gradually increase the air speed. And then you're there. And then when you have the habit of saying he when you play, and the jaw's in the right place, then start adding in the tonguing. And tongue right there, tip to tip, right? And make sure you're keeping it the same as you descend. And that will give you a much cleaner articulation that doesn't cause undertone. You want a tongue from the same position as you get beautiful tone from. That will solve a lot of problems in your clarinet playing.